welcome back to the Citizen channel and our match day feature. Yes, I'm trying to do this for all the games, most of the games certainly, throughout the league games, 38 league games throughout the season 2025-26 season. And it's looking back at a match day that's comparative with what we're doing this season. So yeah, match day 6, for instance, is Burnley versus City, or City versus Burnley back in time. We're actually going to look at Burnley versus City because yeah, I've had to cheat a little bit today, guys, because it doesn't always work out, but more of that in a moment. So we're going to look back at a game in history, the good, the bad, the in-between. Yeah, I mean, if the game turns out we get beat, we get beat. It is what it is, but there's always something interesting to City fans anyway. And of course, match day 6 of the 2025-6 season is a home game to Burnley, and there's been no corresponding fixture. They played Burnley plenty of times. We've never played them at a match day 6 of a season. So we've met them away. So that's what we're going to look at today, but we have to go back to season 1952-1953. So even I wasn't even a twinkle in my dad's eye at that stage. Way down, many years away. And of course, the 8th of September 1952. So we're going to have a look at our trip to Turf Moor and Burnley at that time back in history. Of course, City and Burnley in 1952-53. Not much difference in the honours list, actually, for the clubs, if you compare it to now, of course. But just the 1 league title and 2 FA Cups for City, and Burnley 1 league title, 1 FA Cup. So they're only 1 FA Cup behind us. City were managed at that time by Les McDowell, who took charge in June 1950 and will be at City for almost 13 years. And Burnley were managed by Scott, Frank Hill, who'd taken charge in October 1948, and he'd stay almost 6 years at Turf Moor. The previous season, 1951-52, manager McDowell was a little bit worried after a poor start and broke the City transfer record twice to bring in Ivor Broadis and Don Revie. Despite poor runs, including just 1 win in the last 15 games, consolidation was achieved with a handful of games left. We drew a few, so it wasn't too bad, with 1 point for a draw, 2 for a win in those days. But much credit had to go to keeper Bert Troutman, the legend, of course, for helping us finish 15 of 22 teams. Burnley themselves only finished 1 place above the Blues in 14th, but were disappointed after a mid-season 16-game run when they lost just once, but 9 defeats in the last 14 ended their run up the table. Yeah, so they sort of finished poorly, a bit like us. In meetings between the two teams, despite a draw at Turf Moor in October, Burnley actually beat City 1-0 at Main Road in March. So far in 1952, season 52-53, despite losing the first home game to Middlesbrough, Burnley were doing all right. They won the next 4, so we're in good shape for match day 6. City were delighted to beat reigning champions United at Main Road. Always a delight to beat them, but it was only our only win in 5, with 3 losses and 1 draw. So before we met, with the 2 points for a win, 1 for a draw, there's already a 5-point gap in Burnley's favour between the two teams. The game took place at Turf Moor, which had been Burnley's home since 1883. The attendance, good attendance, better than we got at Main Road later in the season. Attendance of 27,083. Plenty of City fans, of course, as there always were in those days and up to modern times when we played Burnley. The lineups for Burnley: George Strong in net. They had Jack Aird, Harry Mather, Jimmy Adamson, Jimmy McElroy, Les Shannon, Thomas Cummings, Red Jackwell, Billy Elliott, Bill Holden and Jackie Chew. For City, familiar names for old City fans and people who like the history: Bert Troutman, Jimmy Meadows, Roy Paul, Ken Brannigan, Jack Hanaway, Jack Rigby, Bill Spurdle, Ivor Broadis, Don Revie, Roy Clark, yes, all very well known, Billy Sowden. Bill Holden and Les Shannon put Burnley 2-0 up, and Meadows got the City consolation. Bill Holden for Burnley had started eventually 199 games for Burnley and scored 78 goals, so he did all right. Les Shannon, the other Burnley scorer, started 281 games and scored 44 goals. And the City scorer on the day, Jimmy Meadows, yeah, there's a little special on him, guys, on streets around Main Road, so I'll try and remember to put a link on it. If not, seek it out. Jimmy Meadows, 141 appearances with 31 goals. The aftermath of that, well, this result took Burnley top after 6 games, but City was struggling in the bottom 6. It was a sign of things to come. Other notable scores this midweek, it was a Monday night game, so there was games on the Wednesday night and Tuesday night. Other scores that week, Preston 3, Stoke City 0, Charlton 2, Bolton 0, Chelsea, this was all the first division, Chelsea 4, Blackpool 0, Liverpool 2, Tottenham 1, Newcastle 2, Sunderland 2, Arsenal 3, Portsmouth 1, West Bromwich Albion 1, Cardiff 0, and Derby 2, Manchester United 3, and finally Wolves 2, Aston Villa 1. So, a lot of teams that are still knocking around the top 2 tiers of English football. In the rematch, just 9 days later at Main Road, the attendance for that one slightly down on the Turf Moor attendance, 25,094. It ended goalless. City fans were not impressed. The City rarely worried the top half of the table this season, despite a good run from mid-November after a very poor start. In the run of 20 games, that good run, they won 12 of 20 games before just one win in the last 6 sent the nerves rattling again for City. But City had done enough to survive from relegation by 1 point. We finished 3rd from bottom. Despite the good start, Burnley had to eventually settle for 6 spots, 6 points behind eventual champions Arsenal. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little look. Not so much a match report. It's very hard to get match reports from those days, but I hope you enjoyed the look back at season 1952-53, etc. And this Burnley versus City, as opposed to City versus Burnley back in time feature. Next time out, again, I've had to cheat just a little bit, but I hope you don't mind that, because it's a team we've not played that much. We've played on match day 7 for this season 25-26. We played Brentford away. We've never played Brentford away on match day 7 as far as league games are concerned, but our 7th game of the season, 89-90, was a League Cup Round 2 first leg at Brentford. So that'll do. There you go. It's match day 7. Obviously, just a League Cup game. There you go. So I've done that for next time. Before we go, what was happening? And people asked me to do a little bit of this. It's good fun. What was happening in the UK in 1952? Well, Winston Churchill was the Prime Minister. There you go. So it's 1952. You think he was retired by then, didn't you? On the Saturday previous to this game, though, devastation. 31 people were killed when a supersonic jet plane breaks up over a crowd at the Farnborough Air Show. 31 people died. Shocking. On the day of the match, if you're a London's Burning, remember that series, London's Burning fan? Well, Richard Walsh, best known for playing fireman Bert Sicknote Quigley, I remember him, in the long-running ITV drama series. I think it ran from 86 to 2000. He was born on the actual day of the match. There you go. So Richard, you should be a Burnley, a City fan, mate. And the following day, the 9th September, Dave Stewart, remember Dave Stewart of the Eurythmics, was born. So if you like your music. And at the cinema, I always have a quick look at the cinema. I can't say the top of the charts because the charts hadn't started being done by. It was done, I think they started in November. So we're just a couple of months out for what was top of the British charts. But as far as films are concerned, the ones that were packing them in at the cinema and got the most box office that year was Cecil D. DeMille's The Greatest Show on Earth. That starred the likes of Charlton Heston, Dorothy Lamour and James Stewart. There you go. So hope you enjoyed this, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the content today. Keep your eyes out for match day 7, of course. Everything on the channel, of course. And if you want to help support the channel, or you want to interested in sponsoring or anything like that, or if you just want to contact me, there are various ways of doing that. And all I ever ask to do so is just keep watching and listening. Thanks for that, guys. Hope you enjoyed the feature anyway. And please, if you can, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. That'd be wonderful. And if you're not already a subscriber, it'd be great if you could subscribe. It's absolutely free. Also, check out all my social media links. Will be in the description and comments below if you want to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook. We can chat on there and do all things City, of course. Also, if you're into film and TV, don't forget a lot of this channel is film and TV stuff. I love me film and TV like I do City. So if you're into that, have a look. Or if you know someone who might not be that bothered about the football but likes film and TV, give them a kick in my direction. I'll be very grateful. And special thanks as ever to supporters of the channel. Piat6505. They've got a little eBay shop selling film and TV memorabilia mainly, including books, magazines, posters, lots of posters, and they do have some City stuff as well that they've purloined off me over time, so there'll be a few bits and pieces, probably more going on as well. So have a look at Piat 6505 on eBay. And yes, if you do go onto eBay, and if you remember, we do have memberships, 99p a month. You get early access to all my vlogs. So as soon as I do them, you get them. Sometimes it could be months before they're published generally. So a lot of the history stuff. So you have access. The membership gives you access to that. It gives you 10% extra off at Piat 6505 if you want to buy any of that memorabilia. So you can actually gain that from being a member and support the channel. That's a great way of supporting the channel, of course, like watching the ads on the original thing that you've seen now, my original feature. That'd be fantastic. So yeah, also before we go, podcasts. If you like your podcasts, I do a podcast with Mike Long in South Korea. It's called Bolt from the Blue, in our 8th season. Yeah, we've had some good fun on there. We're trying to have a bit of humour, generally look at City's games as and when we play them, have a look back. So please check out that. It's on Soundcloud, Spotify, all good places you get your podcasts from. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed everything about this feature, and you didn't mind me asking you about this at the end. And please, all I ever ask for you is to stay safe, everyone, especially you Blues.